Hi, my name is Abhinambika Ravivarman and I teach Sustainable Living for Children. And this is a series of videos that you must have been watching. And today we're going to talk about study skills. Study skills for children, what is this? I mean, you might be wondering, children actually, at this age, that's the only job they have, probably along with some few extracurricular activities. Studies is main for them. So do they really need to have a skill for it? Yes, of course, they need to have a skill to study well. They should be able to understand what are the techniques that they will follow to study. So for children, study skills is very critical and very important because they spend a lot of their young age in school studying or accumulating knowledge. So for that, there is something very important. In my earlier video, you must have seen about learning styles. So when each child is having a different learning style, or if they are able to grasp things in a different way, in a class of 30 or 40, it becomes difficult for the same subject to be obviously it can't be given in different patterns by the teacher. So when it is said in the same way, how does this child comprehend the whole thing? If the teacher is going to show some visual, and if there is a kid who likes to only write and understand, how do they do it, and how does it happen differently for a different learning style? So for a child who has visual learning skills, when a teacher is showing a visual thing or when a picture or a video, they'll be able to comprehend better. But at the same time, the child who likes to write and understand things or comprehend in a written manner, obviously for them it might be little difficult or little different. So when in a class, it's kind of difficult to do different methods to suit for the same subject. So what do we do? So that's why we give this learning study skills to children, where they will be able to come out with the right thing for themselves, because academics is very important in anybody's life, and that's the time when they accumulate maximum knowledge, and studies is very important, obviously. So when this is there, how do the children learn? So we have a small technique which we give them as to we understand what's the learning method. If there is a child who can draw well, and if they are able to comprehend things or do it in a smaller method with the drawing, then we try and tell them how to do that. Somebody will be very interested in music, so we try to tell them some difficult formulae in maths or something very difficult in history where they need to remember years. We tell them how to put it in a tune and then remember. So for the same subject, depending upon the skill of that particular individual child, we try and give them a method which is easy, and most of the times it comes from them. We try to give them these examples and they say, okay, this is the easiest and this is the best I'm able to adapt to, and they try and adapt. So like this, we try and do a lot of study skill sessions with them, part of our overall Genius Star program. And important thing is here we also do goal setting and affirmations, because affirmations, basically positive affirmations for a student or a child during education, is very important. They need to keep believing, they need to keep thinking that how every day school is fun, how every day when they go to school they are able to learn something new, and that keeps motivating them, and that's how they're able to set better goals, they're able to perform better. So we try and give them a lot of positive affirmations in our sessions. We give them pictures, we give them affirmations which they make as charts, and they put it up in their house when they study. And very simple example, one which we had for one of the kids is when we told her, she said, I can't remember anything in history. So something like what do you like? When we asked her, she said, I like my home, I like sitting in my house. So we gave her a chart where we told her, you just draw all the places that you like in your house. So she, in a big chart, drew a very nice picture of her house with all the spots that she actually likes spending time with. Somewhere in the balcony, somewhere in her room, in her seat, somewhere in the kitchen, things like that. So we told her, in each of this place, try and put one of the history notes that you feel is very difficult. So she tried to put in balcony, remembering probably something with a year, then in the kitchen putting something and a year. She made that nice chart, and that visual chart helped us so much that she was able to remember all the years without any difficulty, because as she closed her eyes, she was able to visualize these places. Once you visualize these places, you are able to visualize what you added in that particular thing. So we do it with colors. We give them something like a color connection to some subject which they really finding it difficult. Then whenever they remember the color, they remember a few things, they're able to recollect. We give them something like smart, then they have things remembering for S this is what it is, for M this is what it is, things like that. So there are various methods that we apply for different children. Definitely it helps them, and do watch my other videos. Why I am saying this is, these are something that you can also teach your child at home. Give them some small cues and help them create a habit of studying every day. Help them create that little bit of effort to understand how to study, because studying is one thing and knowing how to study well with the correct time frame and things like that is another important thing, with the checklist and mind maps and things like that. So do watch my other videos. I'm sure this video would have been helpful to you. Do watch all my other videos and do subscribe to our channel to see more of whatever we've been doing and what we are doing currently. Till then, bye bye.